Health and fitness, mental health awareness, my journey. Introduction. Hello and welcome to Health and Fitness. Today I want to talk about something very personal, something that has shaped me profoundly, my journey with mental health. It's a topic many of us find hard to discuss, but it's crucial. I hope that by sharing my story, I can inspire some of you to be more open about your own struggles and to seek help when you need it. My childhood and the scars. My childhood wasn't easy. I grew up in an environment where abuse was a part of daily life. It wasn't just physical, the verbal and emotional abuse were just as damaging. As a child, you don't have the words to describe what's happening. You just feel a constant sense of fear and shame. This abuse created a deep wound in my psyche. I believed that I was inherently flawed, that I was a burden and that I deserved the pain I was experiencing. This constant fear and stress had a huge impact on my personality. I became incredibly introverted and withdrawn. I was afraid to speak my mind or to form close friendships because I feared rejection and more pain. I was always on guard, anticipating the next harsh word or unkind action. My inner world was a constant storm of anxiety and self-doubt. The pain of bullying. The difficulties at home didn't stay there. When I went to school, I faced a new kind of cruelty: bullying. I was an easy target. My quiet, timid nature and my inability to stand up for myself made me vulnerable. The teasing, the exclusion, and the constant ridicule felt like a continuation of the abuse I faced at home. I was living in a cycle of fear, at home and at school. Bullying reinforced all the negative beliefs I had about myself. It made me feel even more worthless and alone. I would pretend to be sick to avoid going to school. I felt like I was trapped in a world where no one understood me and I had no one to turn to. The impact on my adult personality. These experiences from my childhood and school years didn't just disappear. They followed me into adulthood. For a long time, I struggled with low self-esteem, trust issues, and severe social anxiety. I had a hard time forming meaningful relationships because I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I was afraid to get too close to people, convinced that they would eventually hurt me. My career was also impacted. I often held myself back from new opportunities because I didn't believe I was good enough. I struggled with perfectionism and a fear of failure, constantly replaying the voices from my past that told me I wasn't capable. Finding my path to healing. My turning point came when I realized I couldn't continue living this way. I was tired of being controlled by my past. I started with a small step. I spoke to a friend I trusted about what I had gone through. Sharing my story was terrifying, but the compassion and understanding I received were incredibly healing. That conversation gave me the courage to seek professional help. Therapy was a game changer. My therapist helped me understand the link between my childhood experiences and my current struggles. They taught me how to reframe my negative thoughts, to practice self-compassion, and to set healthy boundaries. It was a long and difficult process, but every step was worth it. I also began to practice mindfulness and meditation. These practices helped me to stay present and to manage my anxiety. I learned to be kinder to myself and to celebrate small victories. I realized that my past doesn't define me. It's a part of my story, but it's not the whole story. Conclusion. My journey is ongoing. There are still difficult days, but I have the tools and the resilience to navigate them. I'm no longer that scared, withdrawn child. I'm a person who has found strength in vulnerability and healing in self-acceptance. If you are listening to this and you faced similar challenges, please know that you are not alone. Your pain is valid and you deserve to heal. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Don't be afraid to talk to someone, a friend, a family member, or a professional. Taking that first step is the hardest, but it's the most important one you can take. Thank you for listening. This has been Health and Fitness, and I hope my story has offered a bit of hope to those who need it.